Sweetheart, these are a must. Well, man. I'd be happy to teach you.
Do you think the others are making good... Oh, hey look! Vince! Llama!
All is well, thank you.
I ran into Miss Anefa and Miss Aino on the way back.
You seem rather cheerful.
I certainly am. I achieved what I set out to do and came away with more than I bargained for. Fighting alone can get quite tedious, but I had the good fortune to run into a pair.
We meet again. How have you been?
Albedo! What are you doing here?
That would be a natural assumption to make. It's also the correct one.
These two courageously lent me a hand while I was fighting the wild hunt, and given how people of outstanding talent tend to cross paths...
So? Who's your travel buddy, Albedo?
Why don't you come and introduce yourself?
A gentleman of few words, I see.
It's nice to meet you. Again. We...
Wait a sec! You're Minnie Duran!
That's right. It's me. I'm glad to see you.
By the way, he says it's okay if you drop the mini.
Yeah, I'm not as mini as I used to be.
Interesting, isn't it? The first step towards blending into human society appears to be reflecting on whether one's name really...
Wow! You look so different!
Thank you, Paimon. And although you're as mini as ever, I understand that diminutives don't always convey endearment. I'll be sure to simply call you Paimon, as a sign of my great respect.
Wow! You're such a smooth talker now! Paimon...
Personally, I think our little Paimon is the perfect size. When people call her Little Paimon, it's just because she's so adorable that they can't help themselves.
You're absolutely right, Miss Lauma. My brother still has a long road ahead of him when it comes to understanding human relations.
Anyway, speaking of long journeys, didn't Kutar...
She's been catching up with old friends. Wouldn't be surprised if she stopped for a cup of tea or a chat. Uh-oh. People are talking about me.
Judging from your expressions, I'm guessing...
It's getting crowded here.
No need. This is a job for an alchemist.
Thank you for your hospitality, ladies and gentlemen, but I was merely escort. I'll be meeting Sandrone shortly, as we still have some things to
We really appreciate your help.
Oh, come on. Spare the formalities.
I understand. What?
Oh, this place is hopping. It's probably a good thing one of us...
Are you saying we're about to run out of chairs?
As a matter of fact, I am. Come on in and see for yourself. I overheard your little chit-chat outside, by the way. With Miss Columbina's colleague gone, we should be back to the original though it looks like we have another new face. Someone else managed...
Frankly, you and Paimon are the only people I know here.
This here is Deanslip, colleague of Tibet's greatest guide, Paimon, and greatest adventurer, the Traveler. Well, not exactly
When someone else jumps in to do the announcing, you know you're speaking to someone important.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Note to self. Once Paimon knows your name, the rest of the world will soon follow.
When he comes looking for us, it's usually something important.
From the looks of it, you're about to hold a meeting. If I were to say that the wild hunt is our...
As the saying goes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Mr. Dainsleif, there's a seat with your name on it, though I can't promise the same for everyone else. Hey, Albedo, think you can rustle up a couple more chairs?
After all this time apart, Grandmaster Varka's first order is to rustle up a couple more chairs.
Is he being sarcastic?
Hey, he's your brother. Why are you asking us?
I've still got a lot to learn about the nuances of human conversation. Trying to decipher Albedo's way of speaking has been like jumping in at the deep end.
Oh, good point. Paimon gets you now. Go!
I wonder what's taking Nefer so long.
Perhaps you should go and check in with her. If anyone can hurry her along, it's you.
I just got back from the curatorium. Besides,
Miss Nefer doesn't strike me as the type to share secrets. And since gathering it under such circumstances,
oh, but it's fine.
what can I say? You have an unrivaled ability to garner
Impressive. She barely fought back at all. I admire your powers of persuasion, my friend.
As I'm sure Miss Lauma will realize.
Another trick is to simply hide in the background.
Spoken like a
Anyway, looks like we've got some time to kill before. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves.
You're both awfully quiet. Have either of you ever...
That sounds like a look.
I dabble occasionally.
He's an...
I'm flattered.
If I ever get the chance.
I'll bear that in mind.
Oh, I'd be... Whatever style feels best to you.
Very well. Then
You can replicate any style I want?
I can try. If you show me a...
Thank you. In that case.
Truth be told, I can't remember the last time I was in a meeting.
You're not alone there,
I don't doubt.
Itlua is a good apple. I'll give...
So you're what? A fake Ratnik? That's what it sounds like you're saying. Come on, why?
Sorry. I'm not even gonna bother trying to hide it. You've known all along, haven't you, Now,
Let's just keep this between ourselves. Probably best if Itlua doesn't know.
that goes without saying. Gotta be careful.
Anyone else in the know? Let me guess.
It's dangerous being too sharp for one's own good, you know.
Then, in the name of the Animo Archon Barbados himself.
When we went for drinks, you said that you and Barbados were practically best buds. In the light of that claim, do you really expect me to take your...
Of course. Just as long as you don't go spreading around the fact that I'm close with Barbados, all right?
Is there something you'd like?
Yeah! For starters, why'd you just show...
If you think back to our previous interactions, you may recall that that's hardly out of character for me.
You do have a point there. Oh yeah! You'll need to find somewhere to stay the night too, right? Want to tag along with us? You never know. We might...
Sure. Let's do...
Great! Paimon will... And in return, we can get Dainslift to be our very own personal bodyguard.
If that's what you had in mind, you should have said so sooner. I'd be happy to...
Oh, okay then. Paimon was only kidding. Anyway, since we're all here together...
Indeed.
Ah, Miss Nefer. You made it after all. But what about Yehoda?
I'm here to give you an update on how things are going on our end. Once this is over, I'll be heading straight back to continue my work. I left Yehoda back at the curatorium to watch over...
So much for just this one.
Not so loud! We're on a roll here.
Did you say something, Mr. Varka?
Huh? I didn't say anything. Right, Flints?
Must have been a frog. They get so noisy around here at night.
Anyway, before we begin, there's a few introductions to make. First up, we have Miss Lauma. As Moon Chanter, Nefer is leading the investigation into Rerer's background, assisted by Yehoda and Lauma. From the little I've heard, they're making some great progress. Over here, we have Mr. Flints, a Ratnik and guardian of the abandoned lighthouse. In our last, for those of you who've never met, this is Mr. Albedo, a renowned alchemist and captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team. Next up, we have the Moon Maiden and former... Then we have the Traveler, who's earned more titles than I could possibly hope to list out, so I'll spare you the rundown. And Paimon, the ultimate travel companion and quite possibly the best guide.
Wow! That's a lot of people.
Miss Nefer, it looks like you might have another job coming your way, so,
You think I haven't got enough on my hands as it is? Who's looking for me now?
That would be me, Miss Nefer.
And you are?
Who I am doesn't matter right now. What does matter?
Well, it's not as if we never take on anonymous commissions. But in your case, I'll have to decline. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say your job's probably more hassle than it's worth. Something about you seems like bad news.
It's my eyes, isn't it?
Conrian, I assume. And what's with the mask? Are you trying to hide your identity? In any case, the fact that you're even still alive raises an awful lot of questions for me.
My name is Dainsleif. And yes, I am from Conria. As I'm
Really? Then you must have been quite an influence.
You flatter me, but none of that matters anymore. My point was simply to clarify why I have asked Miss Nefer to investigate Rerer's background.
So you're both from Conria, and it sounds like you used to be friends. What am I missing here? Sure.
I'll tell you everything I know. The history of Conria, the names and identities of the 5 sinners. I remember it all like it was. I have never spoken openly of this before. But the truth was exactly as people say. The 5 sinners were each driven by their own desires, and it was by playing upon these that the Abyss tempted them to their fall, tearing Conria apart in the process. The visionary, Vedifenir, who wished to foretell the future. The wise, Haroptatir, who sought limitless knowledge. Gold, Rhindaughter, who desired to create life. The foul, Sertologi, who pursued supreme strength. And last, but not least, Raker of Solnari, Rerir, Ravager of the Moon. Of the 5, Rerir is the only one who remains a mystery to me. He never harbored grand ambitions, so what changed in the space of a single night? How did he come to fall like the others?
In other words, you're saying that his change came as a shock to you, and you have...
That's right.
You mentioned how the Abyss tempted them, which led to their fall. But what did that look like in practice? And what other context can you give me about the events of that time? The more detail you can give me, the better.
Strangely, now that it comes to it, the fateful night took place during the era of the Eclipse Dynasty. One day, my elder brother, the visionary, Vedifenir, was summoned to the palace by the Vinster King, only for the king to gouge out his eyes and cast him into the dungeon. When I came to hear of this, my fury knew no bounds. I gathered together every ally I thought I had. Centuries on, the memories of that night still haunt me like a never-ending nightmare. But then, I was betrayed. Even Vedifenir, the very person I had come to rescue, abandoned me and partook of the Abyss's power.
So, it's personal after all. Then tell me, Mr. Dainsleif, what
I cannot say what price would be worthy of such a commission. But know this. Rerir was not always a madman. Believe it or not, uncovering the truth of Rerir's past is the only way to unravel this mystery.
Sounds pretty good to me. Feels like we just flagged down a random passerby, only to just...
Can I borrow your halo? It could be useful in the lighthouse.
Hey, enough with the wisecracks! Besides, isn't that lamp of yours bright enough already?
Relax. It was meant to be a compliment.
I'll give your proposal some serious thought, Mr. Dainsleif.
Before that, there's a few things...
Now that we've united the hearts of the three moons, your power should be greatly enhanced.
I believe you've done so much for me, so I want to be completely honest with you all. Even though I'm doing a lot from the moment I was born, my power has been slowly ebbing away. And that is because Tevat has never accepted me. Even with the moons united as one, it seems my reject so far, I have yet to find a solution. It may turn out to be a problem that will plague me until the day I finally leave this place behind. Even so, I will do everything.
Kutar.
Defeating the Rahir of Solnari will be no easy task.
Naturally. We should...
We've considered several viable plans now. Is it even possible to kill Rerir? What experiences shaped the person or monster he became? Given Albedo's expertise in alchemy, I think we should leave him to try and answer the first...
Understood.
As for the other two, I'm afraid we'll have to count on you again, Miss Nefer. Believe me when I say it's not my wish to burden you. But right now,
So you're placing all your hopes...
We can't thank you enough for agreeing to help us. Honestly, I can hardly believe how lucky we are.
You sure have a talent for changing your tune, Miss Moonchanter. Timid like Yehoda one moment, then flinches insincere flattery the next.
Ladies, please. I must object to your portrayal of me. That's all. Feel free to keep bickering. Just pretend I'm not here.
I almost don't want to leave this room. I'm curious.
I have faith in you, Miss Nefer.
Oh? And what makes...
This isn't about the money. I can sense that you've got a deep-seated distaste for Rerir. And knowing you...
look at them getting along so well. Like two
And I'm the one they accuse of insincere flattery.
Miss Lauma, you have to
Is that right?
Anyway, we've got our plan, so let's get moving. Mr. Dainsleif, let's talk. And Traveler, once we're finished, if you've nothing else...
This whole experience is teaching me a lot. For instance, I now know that when other issues...
Hate to say it, friend, but that's one of the funniest things I've heard in a while.
Why? You think I've got it wrong?
Quite the opposite. But what makes...
A moonlit night for all.
Thank you for waiting.
It's okay. We actually used the time to help Dainsleif get a room at the hotel.
That's very considerate. Now, I trust you share my curiosity about Rerir. We spoke at some length after the meeting. He was the one who suggested I should invite you to join this operation. He feels confident that these...
Dane has a lot of faith in us, that's for sure.
Likewise. I appreciate that you got right on board without interrogating me about why I invited you. It shows... That's
good.
That's one way to put it. Another is this, that once a decision's been made, it's set in stone. All right, so here's how it is. I'm going to access Rarir's thoughts again using my confidential method. Now, I'm sure you've seen things like this before. The reason I've gathered you all here is to ensure my safety during the proceedings. I plan for us to enter the fragment of his consciousness together, and once inside, I will focus on... Think of this as a dive. Once the ceremony begins, we will all be spying on privileged information. But in the interests of safety, Lastly, any individuals of a weaker constitution are advised not to partake in the ceremony. In any case...
Well, good luck, everyone!
There's a little more to it than that. I was being serious when I said you have a job to do. While the rest of us are inside Rarir's mind, it's imperative that we have a team member on the out. In the event that something goes wrong, you will be our first responder. I don't anticipate any issues, but the extra level of safety...
I second that. This is a dangerous operation here, and...
So, Paimon's like the lifeguard?
Good. Please.
So, did Mr. Dainsleif tell you anything else?
He told me that he believes Rarir kept some big secrets in his life. He's not sure that they were the cause of his event.
But surely you're not planning to go through with it.
If you think that, you'd be open. But I do have my own professional reasons for taking this job. You think I'd turn down the opportunity to get a first-hand glimpse into Conrian history?
Well, as long as you don't let morbid curiosity get... All right, I'm...
all set over here too.
Promise, Paimon, you'll be extra careful.
All right. Let your whole body relax. We're about... Close your eyes. Phew. Could this be his office? Pretty standard setup. According to Dainsleif, Rarir used to be an intelligence operative. Is this where you keep your secrets, He looks even gloomier than last time. I wonder what's...
Today's files are in. Time to... Male, 51. Neutralized. This one should be archived under Purge. Female, 23. Neutralized. Another one for purged targets. Sounds like she was that other man's daughter. Never mind. Neutralized. Just another no-bot. Come to think of it, I remember surveilling this man. A case like his never would have been considered a priority in the past. Huh. Neutralized. Filed. I have no recollection of this girl. Female, 13. Neutralized. Filed. Male, neutralized. Male.
It's funny, isn't it? Your job is becoming both harder and easier at the same time, depending on how you look at it. Sooner or later, the Crimson Moon descendants will be completely wiped out. But as their numbers dwindle, they become harder and harder to track down.
That's not how it is.
Fortunately, however, most of the able-bodied adults have already been taken care of. The remaining weaklings will be increasingly easy to deal with.
No! No. My job is to ensure the survival of the Eclipse Dynasty. And the only way to do that is by eliminating any and all potential threats. It's a perfectly legitimate line. Every single one of my colleagues can attest to my fairness. And if my friends were aware of the facts, I know they'd back me up too. Assuming, of course, that they were aware of all the facts.
No more lies. Can't hide the truth.
Mr. Vedifalnir, it's been quite some time since we last met.
Rerir, I trust you're here.
Forgive me. I wasn't tuning out, it's just, I noticed you didn't even phrase that as a question. As if you knew I was coming. Tell me, does someone in your position ever feel the need to ask questions at all?
It is indeed within my power to foresee certain things. Things like your arrival.
I was just thinking. It won't be long before I'll be inviting both you and Dane to my wedding.
That isn't a lie, but nor is it a fact as such. It's a wish, isn't it?
No fooling a prophet.
Ever since that day we met for drinks, I knew it was only a matter of...
Does it feel good? Knowing...
I'm afraid the notions of good and bad... You fear my silence, and long to hear the words I left unspoken that...
That's right.
You must have noticed my reluctance to broach the subject. And the reason is simply the burden of prophecy was never...
So who exactly do you deem worthy to hear your prophecies? None but our exalted king?
Or rather, our king as he once was.
You're closer to his majesty than I am. You must know better.
You say that as though it is to my benefit. Yet precisely because of that, I dare not speak rashly. A king can turn out to be the most virtuous of rulers, or a tyrant more terrible than the most vicious of dragons.
You are so wise and far-sighted, yet still you would have me live in fear.
You make a fair point. Very well, let me offer you some advice. And I say this not as a prophet or a visionary, but simply as the brother of your friend. For many reasons, there is very little chance of your marriage ending in happiness. If happiness is what you seek, you should find another fiancé.
Hold on. There's that same black fog again. Could this memory belong to Thelindis? Guess I'd better tread carefully.
Wait. Hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at his face and learned his truth. His name is Rerir, and he claims to be one of the king's guards.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to...
Why are you
Simple. I want you to kill him. You are the...
No, absolutely not.
So you'll just stand by and watch him slaughter us to the last? Do not forget that the blood of the Crimson Moon flowed...
The blood of the Crimson Moon? What does that matter now? The dynasty has long been dead and gone. You think that alone is reason enough for me to throw a...
Why wouldn't it be? You two were once a child of the Crimson Moon. just like me. Don't tell me you've never felt so much as a flicker of fury for the way we were trampled and...
As long as you promise to abandon this pipe dream of restoring your dynasty, I can try to persuade him.
Persuade the Vinster King? Do you even know why he's so obsessed with hunting us down? Why he keeps trying to force us to hand over our secrets? Over and the Vinster King. A blind fool. His eyes clouded by powers from beyond this world. A petty little man with a miser's heart. And he dares to sit upon the throne? Mark my word, if you can't bring yourself to do it, so be it. Just you watch. It won't be long.
The Rehir of Solnari. That really is quite a secret you've been keeping from me, Rerir. But who am I to talk? Am I really any better? I've kept love should be built on honesty. But ours was born from lies. Is it really so wrong to hide that Vedifulnir must have known all this? And that's why he made, but I won't just sit by and watch this disaster unfold. I'll do no matter who I have to.
Huh? Was that Rerir who just walked past the window? Doesn't it give you the chills that he still takes the same road to work every day? As if nothing ever happened.
Those people at the deli.
Enough already. They're clearly pretty taken by their own disguises, so just smile and play along. Pull the rug from under beasts like that, and you'll risk having your throat torn out. Deli? Oh. They're talking about those people from the opposition. Right. I'd almost forgotten they used to run a deli. Of no consequence always vanished.
But surely you can see he's not the man he pretends to be! So many have died already, and they say that the king's madness grows with each... We're not going to survive this, are we? But... Felindis! Are you...
Sorry, Freether. My mind... I heard you, though. You're talking about what Rerir said. He's just following the king's orders. He's a secret agent, and it's his job to hunt down rebels and dissidents.
By the time you first met him, he'd already taken lives. Maybe he was using you.
No. Rerir has no idea I have anything to do with the Crimson Moon. My family are only distant relatives of the main lineage. Truth be told, apart from my teacher, pretty much no one knows I have any—
But as Orlog said, who could possibly talk sense into that raving lunatic of a king?
I'll work something out. Trust me, I'm with you all. But for now, you need to keep your— Don't forget that Rerir is an Eclipse operative. You need to be extra careful. For now, don't come looking for me.
If even you can't escape this, what hope do the rest—
I won't speak in his defense. Nor can I give you a clear answer to— Here, hold on to this. If an opportunity to escape presents itself—
You call that—
I've got a job, and—
Another day, another round of assassination training. The training ground is just beyond this hidden passageway.
When you see a person, doesn't it bother you when you end up covered in their blood?
Why would it? Aren't we all just walking blood bags? Make sure you have a firm grip on the handle. Then choose your angle well. Keep your movements light and brisk. And pray once it's a thing. I work clean. No traces.
That doesn't make it open as a door, though. The king just happens to be right now. What if he doesn't?
That won't happen.
You say, ever since you chose the spell of that that power. He only had you take out a handful of the guilty.
The ones I've dealt with have always been guilty. I've carried out my work flawlessly.
Do you still remember Orlov?
Orlov?
The boy who was pretending to sell flowers. You spoke...
Yes, what about?
He was arrested 2 days ago. I just don't get it! After everything he's done, what? Or does it mean nothing to you?
No, that's not...
I need to go now, Thelindis. If you ever need a place...
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 47 hours for experimental all subjects of observation. No progress whatsoever. Things are getting worse by the day. But if all this research comes to nothing, what then? But could he really bring himself to kill me? No. Surely he would.
Let us go. We don't even know each other. All we want is to live ordinary, peaceful lives.
You want to live?
Yes. I just want to go on living. Is that really such an unforgivable crime?
You want to go on living. I want to keep living too. To keep living forever. That's why I have no choice but to continue on the path I'm on. If only some savior would suddenly swoop down and change the way the world is. Too bad that's not going to happen. Imagine that. If there really were such a person, you and I wouldn't be standing here like this, would we? Today's files are in. Time to wade through them. Just no, I don't get tired of it. It's my job. And not only am I lucky to have it, I'm good at it too. Thelindis? No. No, why? But you bear no... How could you possibly have anything to do with them? A diluted bloodline. Carefully concealed. I see it. What a fool I've been. Numbing myself with talk of... Irminsul. Finster King! How far are you going to take this? From the today, it's the descendants of the Crimson Moon. Who will it be tomorrow? Will you not? No. This cannot go on.
You're really letting me go?
I am. As long as you can guarantee that no one will find you.
Don't worry, I'll be extra careful. But if you let me go, you won't be able—
Good point. In that
No, please! I just want to see the—
Go on living?
Yes. I know you're a man of your—
If I let you leave, what will become of me? But remember, don't let anyone know you were caught. We'll be seeing each other again very soon if you do.
Even shadows in the dark must live by a code. But you can't save everyone.
You've been whispering in my ear for days now, Vedifalnir. What are you trying to do? Break me down?
I only say this because you long for an answer to your problems. Let her go, Rerir, or you risk losing everything.
I will not abandon
Then you'll need a little more vigilance and a lot more power. The world is changing, Rerir. Keep your eyes peeled for your moment of opportunity.
That voice used to be so unclear. But now I know he won't tell me how to actually resolve any of this, but he keeps... Tell me then! What will this moment of and... no end?
So, the Eclipse dynasty was purging, well, massacring the descendants of the Crimson Moon. The king's obsession with abyssal power left the future of Conria, and it looks like it almost defies— And why does Vedifalnir, Daneslif's older brother, keep talking in Rerir's head? The human mind is like a vast desert of shifting sands. When you follow the flow of someone's— Time for something a bit more creative. We've been inside Rerir's mind this whole time. There's already enough clues on the board to start reading between the lines and mapping out the rest. Now, we can finally begin to put the pieces together. Sure, it'll only be a reconstruction, part simulate. Once we've built up a cognitive profile, we just need to cross-check the logic behind his actions. And then we'll be able to take a sneak peek at whatever it is that Rerir has really been hiding.
Rerir, are you there? Hey, Rerir! Come out, it's urgent!
Dane? What's wrong?
Quick, come with me. I'll explain everything once we've met up.
Okay. I'll come. But the Lindis is still over at the Universitas. I'll need to leave her a note.
All right then, but make it...
I've never seen Dane so worked up before.
Well, this is a nice change, meeting you all at this hour. When men and women of ambition can speak face to face in broad daylight.
Don't be ridiculous. We do not fear the day. Why would we seek refuge in the night?
You might ask your blade that same question. I'm told it prefers the cover of dark. The word on the street is...
If this is your way of offering me replacement limbs, believe me, I'll take them.
Oh, we can certainly discuss that. With bioalchemy, anything is possible.
Robtatir, what brings you here?
Why, Dainsleif, of course. He invited me. Please, cast aside your apprehensions, Miss Rhindaughter. Whatever the rumors may say, I am but a humble servant of the king.
Well, the Universitas Magistrorum won't stop fawning over you. So at least some of the rumors must. You're president of the Universitas Magistrorum, the chief royal mage known as the Wise by royal appointment. Vice President Veit doesn't even try to hide his envy when he's...
My success is the product of of course. And as for Efter Veit, in missing out on the presidency, he's...
You're all here. I apologize for the short notice.
You must be Rarir.
Mr. Sertologi. Yes, I handled your case file during your sentencing. Nothing personal, of course.
You're clearly a person of substance if you've been invited here. But Dainsleif, you'd better have a very good reason for...
It's my brother, Vedafenir. After he spoke at the court this morning, the king was so infuriated by his words that he had him blinded in both eyes and thrown in prison.
Vedafenir in prison? Strange. I thought the king trusted him and Horoptatir more than anyone. Does this mean the king's circle of trust just got even smaller?
It has nothing to do with trust. It's about what the king wants, which is I simply appease him, because it's in the best interests of the Universitas Magistrorum.
And also because you're slimy. Vedafenir, perhaps less so. But still, a visionless visionary? It rather inclines me to think that qualifications are not what get you ahead in Conria.
Do you honestly think this is an important discussion to be had?
Dane?
What? Rescue Vedafenir, I assume.
Correct. It will mean storming the palace by force. Tonight. I need all of you on my side.
That's far too dangerous. And don't forget, Dainsleif, you're captain of the...
You've been planning this for a while.
I have no desire to commit treason. But whatever critique the king may have of Vedafenir, disfiguring your most loyal subject for putting the best interests of his court and nation first, this is not the conduct of a wise... My blade will force the king to see the error of his way.
So, Vedafenir's prophecy enraged the king. I'm sure it wasn't what he wanted to hear, but if he won't take counsel even from the visionary, that is... The extent of His Majesty's madness is now all too clear. You have noble ambitions, Dane. But I'm afraid they don't do much for a guy like me.
A letter of pardon? For whom? Thelendis? The chances of the Vinster King issuing a pardon for anyone connected to the This black fog over the board must have some connection. Another mystery I'll need.
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, research dating back, however, an enormous to make matters worse. This is not a wise move. I apologize if this comes across. If we really made it there one day, what would we find? This is for you. I heard you're gonna leave the city with your parents.
Thelindis.
I've heard nothing. Rerir got back very late last Friday, and you never saw him, and I don't know what he did.
What if he finds out that you pried into his secrets?
Don't be silly. I don't know what secrets he does or doesn't have.
Are you scared of him?
I don't know. The Rerir I know doesn't match the person you all described. Logically, I should be scared of him. And yet, but enough about that. You should get—
What's in it?
A piece of the moon. All you need to know is that as long as you keep it safe, then in the future, everyone will be able to see a red—
A red moon?
That's right. Our moon.
I promise
The Crimson Moon bloodline will never die out. It's light, no matter how long.
Hurry, everyone, and stick to the plan.
Sir Dainsleif, what are you? Is this treason? You know what happens to those who betray the throne.
It is the king himself who has betrayed the throne. He has betrayed all of Conrad.
If you have any love left for justice in your heart...
It's showtime. Dane and his group will handle the troops in the palace. Then Hraptatyr and Rhine-daughter, my job is to enter the prison and rescue Vediflnir. Stay safe. Wish me luck.
Look after my brother. Draw your blade. It is time for justice to...
Found you. Hello. Surprised?
I certainly felt some surprise in the moment when I was blinded. Surprise at the king's sheer ignorance.
I'm curious. What did you prophesize this time?
It wasn't a prophecy. It was a word of warning. The king has forsaken all reason in pursuit of his obsessions. I simply told him that if he continues on this path...
But he didn't listen. Worse still, he stabbed you in both eyes and locked... Dane asked for my help. The court...
Everything... I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the future does nothing more for him than slowly crush his spirit.
Forgive my curtness, Vediflnir, but the king did not suddenly turn on you today. His suspicions have been brewing for a long time. You can't have wisdom beyond the reach of your fellow man without attracting his... There are things the king does not want to see. So
he wasn't entirely wrong. I did indeed lose my power to see the future.
Until what?
Just now. I believe I saw something.
Well, tonight could go a lot of different ways. 5 of us banded together to storm the palace.
I sense hatred in you. But also hope. A desperate hope that But this is not the end. It is... There are many men of honor and courage in this world. Is that a dagger? Interesting. Why not?
With your abilities, I don't doubt that you were able to recover some of your sight. But I also doubt that you want to make an enemy of me right now.
Of course not. We're on the same...
We could be. But I need you to be honest with me, Vediflnir. At this point, you're my only hope.
You mean your future?
Yes. And I know there are bigger things at stake here. A dynasty, a nation, maybe the entire world. But forgive me, I care first. I can't abandon the one I love to save myself.
In matters of fate, answers are either right or wrong. That is the cruelest thing about fate.
That can't... I know it's your voice that I keep hearing in my head, urging me to see how the world is... You show me disaster, but you won't show me how to avoid it?
My voice? So, you hear it too? The voice that steals your mind, gains your trust. It turns out that we are not so different.
Vedifulnir just broke into the strangest smile I've ever seen in my life. As if he'd discovered some monumental secret.
Very well then. My advice to you is as follows. You must persevere. Whatever trials and tribulations you may face, be steadfast in the belief that they are your path to the future. For as long as you live, your story with Thelindis shall not come to an end. That is It is up to you whether you believe my words.
I will.
Thank you for setting me free. In return, I will tell you what...
Just then, a strange wave of energy rippled through the...
If I were you, I would head to the Universitas Magistrorum.
The Universitas? Oh no!